feeling betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that it was not going to touch the documented people.
The enthusiasm that she came out with voting for a guy who promised to deport her people, her hardworking people, her peaceful people, people who didn't want to do anything but work and thrive in this country. They asked for nothing else. She supported the lies and the untruths and the demonization of her people, not understanding that demonization of her people stained her as well. They look at her the same exact way. A token, somebody that can speak on their behalf and say the things that they thought they couldn't say. And she went in there, losing her voice, yelling her support for a man who separated children from their parents and put those children in a jail with very little resources for those kids. A few of those kids in that jail were unalived for various reasons. Few of those kids in that jail were SA'd by the people in the jail. Some of those kids were put on a bus and sent to goodness knows where. I was never able to track whether those children who were separated at the border during his first term, whether all of them were reunited with their parents. And the media just blacked out on it. They stopped covering it. Those children were trafficked by that man. And the parents of those children, some of them still breastfeeding, the parents of those children were separated and jailed. We do not know what became of those families. And you act like you don't remember that. Those families didn't do anything but come to the border. And those families came to checkpoints. What you guys say you want them to do. Come to a checkpoint. They were at a checkpoint. And those inhumane acts were done toward them in 2017. I remember holding my newborn son, shaking at the thought of someone taking him from me and putting him in those conditions. It is amazing to me the amount of people who are born without empathy or who have stamped their empathy down. You cannot put yourself in other people's shoes and imagine those things happening to your family. Even if you don't like the situation at the border, you should at least be human enough to put yourselves in their position. You weren't. So where's the betrayal? He didn't betray you. You refused to see the truth. They told you what they were going to do. You didn't see it. It wasn't about illegal anything. It was the fact that their skin was brown and they were coming in the country at far less numbers than the Europeans come in this country. Far less numbers than the Canadians had come in this country before he put that to a stop. People voting against their own people and against their own interests is diabolical to me. And maybe that's just because I'm part of the 92% who understood the assignment. The 92% understood that when you're talking about just the illegal people, that's not where that ends. We've seen our innocent sons hurt and unalived by people who just say that they want to see illegal people. Emmett Till just had a birthday. We've seen our husbands unalived by people who say that they just should have complied. This ain't new, which is why we understood the assignment. And y'all voted to have this man determine what he thinks is legal or not. When you had the bimbo on the mic say that if they even approach our borders, it's illegal. They're redefining what illegal and legal is. To the point where now a speeding ticket will get you tackled outside of a courtroom. You weren't betrayed. You were blind. It was a self-inflicted wound. You voted to hurt your own people. You advocated publicly to hurt your own people. And now it's coming back on you. So now you feel betrayed. What about the people who you voted against, who are sitting there in El Salvador right now for absolutely no reason at all, over a clerical error that they refuse to fix, separated from his family, his special needs kid who needs him? Do you think they feel betrayed by you? You didn't get betrayed. You did the betraying. And now the finding out is meeting the F around.